Students, hello and welcome. I'm pleased to see you again. As you know, this time we're going to talk about the juristic personality of the company. As I told you before, a company is like a coin. A coin has two faces. One of these faces is the company contract. The second face is the juristic personality of the company. Today, it is the time to talk about the juristic personality of the company. According to Article 506 of the Egyptian Civil Code, a company enjoys an independent juristic personality from its members. So, this principle is established by the Civil Code, by Article 506, that a company has a separate and independent personality from its members. So, although the company has this separate independent personality, it has some of the attributes of natural persons, like it has its own individuality, it can sue and be sued, it has its own property, it can enter into contracts, it can be held liable. So as you studied in your introduction to law course, they told you, professors of civil law, they told you that according to law we have two types of personality: natural personality and juristic personality. Natural personality represented by human beings, and juristic personality means companies, associations, states, international organizations. All these are juristic personality. Companies are one of the juristic personalities created by law. Type. In order for a company to enjoy the attributes of the juristic personality, the juristic personality must be practiced by agents. Type. There is one exception to this rule. The exception is al-muhassa company or silent partnership. This company does not enjoy a juristic personality. However, all other types of companies, whether civil or commercial, they all enjoy juristic personality. The question is, when does this personality start and when does it end? Beginning with the time for the birth of the juristic personality of the company juristic personality starts with the formation of the contract. According to Article 506 of the Egyptian Civil Code, the juristic personality of the company starts with the formation of the company contract. This is regarding the starting or the beginning of the juristic personality of the company regarding its members. However, regarding third parties, the company juristic personality vis-a-vis third parties does not start until the procedures for the publicization of the company takes place. For example, if we are talking about companies which are subject to Law 159 year 1981, the companies involved under this law, which is joint stock company, companies limited by shares, limited liability company, they don't acquire the legal personality except after 15 days from registration at the commercial registry. Regarding the end of the juristic personality of the company, the juristic personality of the company ends with its dissolution. However, the company juristic personality remains after dissolution for a limited purpose. So a company under dissolution has a limited juristic personality for the sake of the finishing of the dissolution of the company. So that the type of juristic personality which a company enjoys under liquidation is a limited juristic personality. This limited juristic personality for the sake of liquidation of the company. What are the attributes of the juristic personality of the company? We have several attributes for the juristic personality of the company. Let's start with the patrimony. A patrimony for a natural person or a juristic person, it is the mass of pecuniary rights and obligations. the totality of the rights and obligations of the person constitutes the pecuniary of the constitutes the patrimony of the person. A juristic personality has a company as a juristic person has its own patrimony. This means that it has its own rights, it has its own obligations, it has its own debts. These rights and obligations are independent from the rights and obligations of the members of the company. Let's start, for example, talking about the assets. The company has its own assets. Assets of the company are belong to the company itself. They don't belong to the members. So the contribution made by the members or made by the parties, they don't belong to the parties anymore. They belong to the company. They are owned by the company. Assets belong to the company. Regarding debts, personal creditors of the company, they are creditors of the company. They are not creditors of the members of the company. So only the company is liable for the debts of the company. However, we have here an exception. In some types of companies, personal creditors of the company, they are at the same time creditors of members of the company. These types of companies are general partnership and limited partnership. In these types of company, general partners are liable for the debts of the company. I think it is enough for today, and we are going to follow the talk on the consequences or attributes of the company next time. Thank you very much.